everyone, welcome to the channel. Today I want to share my thoughts on the upcoming 2022 season for Blackpool Pleasure Beach. It has just had its opening weekend just a few days ago, and so I wanted to share my thoughts on it with you all. So getting straight into it, this is a very big year for the Pleasure Beach, I think, as was last year too, with it being their 125th anniversary. This year, there's so much going on in terms of the rides. They're having the Grand National retract, which is due to reopen around Easter time. Valhalla is being reimagined and is currently due to reopen in the summer. More of the Big Ones track is being retracked. And of course, we also have Enso, which is the spinning back seats, coming to Icon as well. And with all of that going on, there's undoubtedly a lot of pressure on the Pleasure Beach to get things right and to do things justice, especially with Valhalla and Enso, I feel. Valhalla is a much loved and well respected ride within the community. It's won award after award after award for years, and although it was definitely due some TLC when it closed for these refurbishments a couple of years back, the team need to do the ride justice, and I do feel like they know that, to be honest. Icon as well, adding the spinning back seats really could change Icon's ride experience and how it operates too. So that is a bit of a risk. Let's quickly start off with the retracking of both the Big One and the Grand National. It's great to see that they are looking after the older rides at the park. I love the Grand National, but the last time I rode it, which was in October of 2021, it was incredibly rough. I don't mind a bit of a rough coaster experience, but it was just getting too rough. And to be honest, quite uncomfortable as well. It's the same really with the Big One. It's kind of what the Pleasure Beach is known for almost. It's become a very iconic ride for the park over the years. And that too was riding quite rough the last time I rode it. So it's great that it's being looked after and that the Pleasure Beach are concentrating on preserving and improving these older rides for years to come. Moving on to Valhalla next, as I mentioned earlier, it's such a treasured ride for a lot of people. It's won awards, so I think it's a very important ride for the UK ride industry, so they need to do this justice. By the looks of it, with the promo material they've been releasing, they're going down an even darker path for the reimagining of the ride, which I think is a great choice. At the end of the day, it's Valhalla. That's one of the things, it's dark theming, that makes the ride as good as it is. I have heard that we will probably be getting a new soundtrack, which is probably one of the things making me the most nervous about this reimagining, to be honest. The old soundtrack was amazing. It really added to the ride. So I'm nervous and excited to see what kind of soundtrack replaces it and what I'm going to think about it. I'm curious to see how much of the effects will be updated, removed, or completely new. I'm very excited about it. I hope it keeps its charm because Valhalla, to me, it does have a charm. But yeah, bottom line is there's a lot of pressure there to get this right. I do have faith and confidence that the team can and will get this right. I think they will do a really good job. But there's still a lot of pressure there, basically. We're going to move on to talking about Enso, which is coming to Icon. So basically, Enso is Icon getting spinning back seats. I've seen and heard some very divided opinions on this, some good and some bad. Me, I'm kind of in the middle with my thoughts on it, really. I don't think Icon needed spinning seats, but at the same time, I'm intrigued. And to be honest, I am not sure how this will affect Icon in terms of its operations. I have heard that this could very well be an experience which you will be paying extra for, but I don't believe that's been confirmed officially by the park. I think it's quite possible this will be an upcharge experience, but I think maybe only the enthusiasts and the people who really love their coasters will want to pay more for this experience. Who knows though, I may be wrong with that. I feel like Enso is something that really, in the grand scheme of things, the demand wasn't there for it. Not a lot of people were asking about it or wanting it. And so the announcement came as probably a bit of a shock or a surprise for a lot of people. It's an interesting concept, but at the same time, I feel as though the hype for this may be very short-lived. And to be honest, I don't think it's really necessary. Icon is a great ride as it currently is without the spinning seats, so I'm just not sure how this is going to go, to be honest. I think this addition will either make Icon even greater, or it could cause issues with its operations. For example, I believe it could possibly have an impact on dispatches. However, I will say that it is really good to see that the park are taking these sorts of risks and these chances with their rides. They're doing something that not many people have expected them to do, and they clearly were thinking outside of the box with this one, and I think that that's great. I think moving forward, what I'd love to see the Pleasure Beach do is continue to look after their older ride offerings. Particularly, I think that the River Caves needs some love and attention. I've said this for quite a few years now. It is both a fabulous and charming family water ride that me and many other people love dearly, but it is looking rough around the edges nowadays, so it would be a real shame, in my opinion, to see it continue to operate without the team at the Pleasure Beach doing work to it. Mainly where the work needs to be done, I think, is with the animatronics, and also just updating the sound system to the ride. That would be beneficial too. The ride is nostalgic, but I just feel like it needs to be brought into the present day a little bit. So those are my thoughts on what's going on for the Pleasure Beach's 2021 season. Let me know your thoughts on it in the comment section down below. What are you most and least excited for? Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave this video a thumbs up. If you're new here, click on that subscribe button, and I very much hope to see you in my next video.